Hello everyone, welcome back to Potted Plant Entertainment and welcome back to another Halloween special. My name is Chris and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. Today for this Halloween special, I am going to be reviewing It, a 2017 It. Now before I begin, I want to talk a little bit about this. So, when I first heard of the character it was when I was a kid, okay? So there was this TV miniseries, these two like TV movies, and there was one of the children's tale with Pennywise, and there's one of the adults' tale with Pennywise, and of course they did that with this as well. Um, I remember one time when I was a kid, we had some family that came over from out of state to visit us, and my cousin came in the house and he started flipping through the channels, and he stops on this one channel where we see this. I saw this bathroom scene. This kid goes in the bathroom after his gym coach sends him to the showers. Okay. And then this clown comes up out of the drain in the shower. And he lifts like a mask and he's like, I am it. And the kid runs out of the shower room screaming. Now that's how I remember this. And so after that, I was really terrified of the shower. Well, as I found out a little while later, it was It. The original It with Tim Curry scared the crap out of me. I never saw the movie, but that one scene, I was afraid to take a shower after that when I was a kid. And then in 2017, they were coming out with this. And I remember the hype around this. I was still in high school at the time. What was I, junior? Was I a senior? No, I was a senior when this came out. Yeah, because I graduated in 2018. So yeah, this came out my senior year. This came out fall of 2017. So yeah, that would have been my senior year. I remember pretty well when this came out how much hype there was around this. People were really excited for it. Now, I didn't see it in theaters. I don't remember why. I just didn't. But I remember like it was all anyone would talk about. There was a lot of hype around this movie. People were very excited for this film, and when people saw it, they were not disappointed. People loved it. I heard nothing but good things about it. I was interested in seeing it, just for whatever reason. For reasons I can't remember, I didn't go see it. But yeah, so I finally watched this movie probably a year and a half ago, I think. And I thought it was okay. And then I watched it again sometime after that. And again, I just thought it was okay. But rewatching this movie tonight, I like it a lot better than I did those first two times. See, this is why I like movies that have come out in the past. Unless I immediately just think like it's the greatest thing ever, I like to watch it multiple times before I review it because I'm pretty sure my opinion on it is going to change. Like that happens a lot. Let me just that there. Yeah. Okay. Because my opinion on a movie changes a lot when I watch them again. So yeah, I rewatched this again tonight, and I liked it a lot better than I did those last two times. So anyways, I'm gonna shut up now and just talk about the movie. Well, that doesn't make any sense if I'm shutting up. Never mind. So it was released in 2017, and it stars Bill Skarsgård. This is a lot here. Jaden Martell, Finn Wolfhard, Sophia Lillis, Jeremy Ray Taylor, Chosen Jacobs, Jack Dylan Grazer, Wyatt Oleff, Nicholas Hamilton, Stephen Bogart, Stuart Hughes, Jackson Robert Scott, and Megan Charpenter. Yeah, a lot. It was directed by Andy Muschietti, I think is how you say it. And it was produced by Richard Brenner, Doug Davison, Toby Emmerich, Marty P. Ewing, Walter Hamada, Nija Q. Kendall, and Dave Neustadter. And this movie tells the story of these group of friends who are terrorized by this shape-shifting demon that likes to take the form of a clown. And one of them, his little brother, is murdered by this clown. And so a year later, he's hanging out with his friends, and this clown is terrorizing them. Okay, and so they all want to get to the bottom of this, and they want to defeat this clown because he comes out of hiding every 27 years at this little town that they live in called Derry to murder children. And so he's going after them, and they decide that they're going to fight back. They're not popular kids. They call themselves the Losers Club. They get picked on a lot. They get bullied a lot. But at the end of the day, they got each other, and so they want to see that, they want to survive, obviously. So this movie is, of course, based on the book written by Stephen King. I've never read the book. It's really long. Actually, I remember I had a friend in high school. She was reading the book, and she told me she was like halfway through it, and she was like, I gotta be honest with you, I just want this book to end. Like, it's not like I'm not liking it, it's just going on forever. And I was like, yeah, that's why I don't read. Yeah, but okay. So, let's get into my pros with this movie first. So, the scares in this movie are set up really well. They're set up great. They're not cheesy. They don't come out of left field. They're set up well. The cast are really great. All the acting in this is really good, and they all have good chemistry with each other. The makeup and the costuming on Pennywise is so good. It's so great. He looks amazing. The characters are all likable. They're all likable. Some people can relate to them. They're great characters. The characters have great development. There's great character development in this movie, and there's great character arcs. This movie has a lot of scares. This is a very adrenaline-filled movie. Like, this movie has no dull moments. Like, it is scare after scare after scare after scare. Like, this movie really keeps popping, and it keeps your interest, which is really something, because a lot of horror movies are just people slowly walking around, and then all of a sudden somebody puts their hand on their shoulder and they turn around and like, oh, hey, wait, why are you scared? It's just me. It doesn't have any of that crap in it either. It captures the 1980s really well, because, like I said, this movie takes place in the 80s, and it captures the 80s pretty well. I even like how, like, there's a movie theater in their town, and on it says, it has the movies that they're playing, and one of the movies that they're playing is Lethal Weapon 2, which is really cool. The opening scene of this movie is really good too. It really helps set the tone for this film, and it's freaking terrifying, but it's great. It's great, and it's iconic. It's really iconic. You really care about these characters, and they're explored well. But it's interesting though, because they don't explore the characters unless it has something to do with their fear, because Pennywise feeds off of their fear, right? And so it doesn't go into all this boring stuff that you don't need to know about their characters. It explores the characters through their fear. Okay, and you get to know these characters through that. And so it doesn't waste your time with a lot of unnecessary expedition. It's very creepy. I didn't notice it until I was watching it just now. This movie is really freaking creepy. Like this clown is in a sewer talking to a kid who's not in the sewer. Like, it's so creepy, but in a good way. It's very creative. It's a really, really creative movie. You could tell they put like a lot of you could tell there was a lot of concept art that was drawn for this movie, which is always good. It's very interesting because one of the kids, he knows like pretty much all there is to know about the town. He's done like a lot of research on the town, and you get to learn like the creepy history behind this town. It's really interesting. There's also, I'm not going to tell you where, but there's a cameo for the Tim Curry It in this movie. The Tim Curry It is in this movie, and just look for it. It's in the movie somewhere. I don't know if you ever noticed it or not, but if you haven't, look for it the next time you watch it. He is in the movie. Like I said, all the exposition is relevant. Now let's get into my cons here, because I only have a couple. So some of the characters, it's a horror movie, so some of them make like these dumb decisions. Like they see something that's super terrifying, and then for whatever reason they decide to follow it, even though anybody in real life would have noped the heck out of there. Like, it's got that typical cliche bullcrap. And Pennywise doesn't always kill when he can. It's weird because like he'll have the kids in a perfect killing opportunity, and then he just won't. And I mean, sometimes he tries to and fails, but it's like sometimes he's really got them, but he's just getting so much enjoyment out of seeing them scared that he just doesn't even do anything. It's like, dude, you've got them, kill them. Like, I don't really have that much of an issue with this movie. I don't particularly love this movie because I'm not the biggest horror fan in the world. But for what this movie is, it's a really freaking good movie. I really like it. I always, up until tonight, I thought it was okay. But now I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to see what it is that people have always really liked about this movie. I still think it's far superior to the sequel. When, gosh, the sequels frustrate me so much. But yeah, I mean, I like this one. I think it's a pretty good movie. If you haven't seen it, you're the only one. I like this movie, and I'm going to give it an 85. An 85 out of 100. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I really like this movie. This is probably going to be a new Halloween favorite for me going forward, for sure. Yeah, really good movie. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Pod Player Entertainment for more, and hit the like button. Leave movie reviews, suggestions down in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram at Pod Player Entertainment for channel updates, and much love.